Hello, this is Joshua. I'm going to be doing the first of um, hopefully a continuing series of book reviews. I'm going to start with a book that I just recently read by the author Cory Doctorow called Down and Out in the Magic Kingdom, which is I guess it's a young adult science fiction book. How I came across this book is I was talking to someone about cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies like Bitcoin, and was wondering if anyone had done perhaps a science fiction book or novel about digital currency or cryptocurrency or whatever. And this book was mentioned to me, and I recently read it. It's not a very long book. It's not a very long novel. It's about 200 pages, a little more than 200 pages. I read it in half a day maybe. It's a quick read if you have the time at least. And well, as far as the whole aspect of the digital currency. Basically, the story is about a guy named Julius who works in, I don't know if it's Walt Disney World or Walt Disneyland, but he heads the haunted mansion. He runs that attraction, and it's in the future. It's far into the future. Basically, no one has to die because when people die, they can basically download their memories and create backups of their memory and their personality, and then if they die, they can just download those memories into a clone of themselves. And the story is about Julius, who's running the haunted mansion, and towards the beginning of the novel, he's murdered, and he's downloaded back into another clone body, and he suspects that the person who manages another attraction in the theme park, the Hall of Presidents, has orchestrated his murder in order to take over the haunted mansion and then take over the park as a whole. And that basically the story follows that sort of investigation, where he's trying to confirm his suspicions as to whether this other person is actually had his murder orchestrated in order to take over the park. Um, and Well, as far as the digital currency, it only played a minor role in the book. Basically, it's there's a digital currency called Wuffy, I think, and it's based on your reputation. If people like you, if people have good feelings about you, they think good things about you, then your Wuffy rises. If people think you're worthless, whatever. If people think poorly of you, your Wuffy gets decreased. I don't know exactly how they calculate that. I mean, it's a science fiction story. It's an interesting idea. I don't know how it would work in real life, and it's not a cryptocurrency. It's not blockchain. It's just a digital currency. But the novel is interesting. I got it from the library. I probably wouldn't reread it. I mean, if you like science fiction stories, it's worth reading. And but there was a twist in the end I didn't expect. So it's not like it wasn't predictable to me. I don't know. Maybe someone who's more perceptive than myself would be able to kind of predict, how it concludes in the end. But I didn't. I was surprised. Um, and I'd be interested in reading some of his other books. This book was interesting. There is some foul language. It's advertised as a book for ninth to 12th graders, a young adult book, and there's some language, there's some drug use, uh, there's some sexual themes in it, so I wouldn't recommend it for too young an audience. Um, and it's kind of cynical novel. I think um it has this theme of like where because people don't because people don't have to die because they can just download their memories into a brand new cloned body. People can live as long as they want. So it's like people actually some of the one at least one of the characters, one of the themes of in the plot is that he's lived so long and he's done everything and now nothing interests him anymore because he's done it all. So there is kind of a depressing note throughout the book. It questions. It has the question. What's the purpose of life? Kind of in that sort of sense. And it's an interesting book. I mean, it's a quick read, so I don't know if you'd want to buy it. Maybe if you're a collector of science fiction novels, but it's not too bad. It wasn't horrible or anything. It was just I mean, I haven't read a novel in at least a year, possibly 2 years, so I mostly read nonfiction. And I read this specifically because I had an interest in a science fiction novel that incorporated either digital currencies or something involving cryptocurrencies or blockchain. This book was written, I think, in 2004, maybe 2003. And so Bitcoin wasn't actually started until I think 2009 or 2010. I'm not sure the exact year, but it's not a bad book. Again, it's called Down and Out in the Magic Kingdom by Cory Doctorow. And just so you know, it's not endorsed by Disney Corporation or anything like that. And me personally, having never been to a Disney theme park, I can't really, like, I've never been to the Haunted Mansion or the Hall of Presidents or the Pirates of the Caribbean attractions, so I don't know what these theme parks are like today. And the author, makes a disclaimer saying that these depictions of the future Disney World or Disneyland, I think whichever one's in Florida, I think it is, they are not like endorsed by Disney or anything like that. These are just his, because most books and novels, they say any similarities to actual persons, places, or events are totally coincidental. This one actually sets the whole plot in Walt Disney World or Disneyland. I don't know whichever one's in Florida, but he fictionalizes it, so it's not endorsed by Disney. But I hope this review was interesting. If you read the book, let me know what you think. If you know of any other books that might be like it, might have something to do with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain, etc. Let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll be making more of these as I read more and more books. And if you have any book recommendations you'd like me to read and review, let me know in the comments. Thank you. Bye.